Bear River High School Sports, a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Castelite, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Stores, Riverside Corner Sinclair, Spike Power Sports, Hanson Motors, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Welcome, Bears fans, to another exciting evening of Bear River Bears basketball as our Bears are off to a fantastic start this season, 7-1 on the young season. Also fresh off of 3-zip sweep at the North versus South battle as the Bears went over to Skyview High School, won all 3 games in that tournament, and are still trying to keep that pace going as we get close to wrapping up preseason play. As tonight we are in Morgan for a matchup with the Trojans, a team that has always been a great rival for the Bears over the years, regardless of whether it's basketball or football, and we expect nothing less here tonight. Joining me on the broadcast tonight, Dax Sorensen. Dax, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Should be an exciting night tonight. Again, Bears off to a fantastic start. I know Morgan's record doesn't show it, but this almost feels like a rivalry game, and I'm sure they're going to bring the energy tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think of it as it is a rivalry game. I mean, they were in the same region for 20-plus years, played in the state championship in 2012, where Morgan won. But there's some bad blood here. I mean, even a couple years ago, coming here and getting called some names by some old people sitting on the second row, there's some bad blood. Plus, you add Coach Hunt to the mix,
yes.
Former Bear River coach. Which is something I don't think he ever saw himself coming into Morgan, but no, this is definitely a game that both teams want to win. I know for sure Coach Hunt wants to win, but also I know the Bears are coming in thinking, okay, there's our old coach, let's kick his butt, and I think that's the way it should be. So I'm excited. This should be a fun game.
Yeah, Coach Hunt comes over from Roy. Coached the Bears, then went to Roy, and now is here at Morgan High School. Great coach, great defensive coach. Expect his teams to be ready to play on the defensive side of the ball, and where this is his first year, I think he's just trying to get these guys probably to buy in a little bit to his offense and defense, and I would expect as the season goes on that this young team will be better. They're a little bit like the Bears were last year with just one senior, and what I heard earlier is that one senior is hurt, so it'll be a young, inexperienced Morgan squad on the floor tonight, and we'll see if the Bears can take advantage. Tonight's pregame show sponsored by Kent's Market. Kent's Market in Tremonton was named a gold medalist in Best of Northern Utah for grocery store, donuts, and catering. Not only does Kent's Market have all your grocery needs, but they have a sporting goods department for shooting sports, a pharmacy, and you can drop off your dry cleaning. Special thanks to Kent's Market for sponsoring our pregame show. As this season gets a little bit deeper, Dax, we're 8 games in now, and we started to see, well, it's the different guys that can do it every game for the Bears. But what we've seen is kind of the cream has risen to the top, as they say. And when you look at the leading scorers on this team, it's Kyver Jensen, Garrick Marble, and Bridger Barfus, the 3 players with the most experience of all the seniors on the team.
Yeah.
Would you expect that trend continues as the year progresses?
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I think you'll continue to see other people step up and start to have bigger games as they settle into their roles. For sure, Kyver, Garrick, and Bridger are going to keep putting the ball in the basket. That's what they do. And, you know, when they have a slow night, which everyone does, again, the good thing about this team is that they're so deep and they have so much experience that they can literally pull anyone off the bench. And like Cash Avery comes out and has 12 points last week in one of those games, or 9 or whatever it was. Either way, made a huge impact. So you have that from 8 different guys on the bench. And again, that's a dangerous thing for a basketball team to have.
Yeah, Cash Avery has really emerged off the bench for the Bears. He had a fantastic tournament over at Skyview. Currently leads the team in three-point percentage at 40% from behind the three-point line. Another player that I'll mention, Dax, that had a fantastic performance that Josh gave the McDonald's player of the game to last game was Braden Ritter, who came in and
Yeah.
was fantastic in the post, made plays on both ends of the floor. How do you assess his performance from last year to this year?
Oh, I mean, huge. He put in a ton of work over the summer. He was one of those guys that he was playing football, I think, right? He did play football, or did he?
Not that I'm aware of.
Actually, now that I think about it, he might have quit after his junior year. So he did focus on basketball, and that showed. I mean, he put in a ton of work. He was playing high hoops with Wade Bronson. He was at almost every open gym, him and Mason working, and it's starting to show. I mean, he has more post moves. He has more moves in the bag. He's knocking down shots that last year maybe he wasn't. And you can just tell he's so much more confident. And so, I mean, that's another awesome thing to have, is another big guy, 6'7", coming off the bench. I mean, that's a good thing for Braden. That's a good thing for the Bears. And, I mean, like I said, that improvement showed. I mean, he took the year off with football and focused on basketball, and now he's probably having the time of his life here in December. So.
Yeah, it's nice for the Bears. You've got 3 quality bigs that can come into the game with Gehrig and Braden and Mason. All 3 can play big in the post, and we've seen it from each of them at times. They've all contributed, and I'm waiting for that game when they're all 3 on their game at the same time. That's going to be a scary one for the opponent. As I'm looking down here watching the Bears warm up, I can just remember some of the performances earlier in the season. We've had a game from Owen Olsen where he threw in 16 points. We've had game from Jace Roberts where he stepped up big. So they're really, Kaser Thurgood played some great minutes early in the season. I know his minutes have dipped just a little bit with the emergence of Cash Avery, but this is a 9 guy team that anybody can come into the game, and it gives Coach Shaw some options. Like, hey, if someone's not going, we got someone else that we can plug in there.
Yeah, which, I mean, that also makes it difficult for coaches to game plan, because they have no clue who they're going to see. Because heck, one game they're going to be watching Jace Roberts, and he's going to score 15 points on them. And then in the next game, you're going to have Owen Olsen step out. He hits 4 threes and has 12 rebounds, it seems like. And so you just have no clue who to game plan for sometimes. And, I mean, yeah, you can pick out Gehrig and Bridger and Kiver and say, okay, they're your leading scorers. Watch them. But at the end of the day, your leading scorers don't have to score 10 points for this Bears team to win. So.
Some of our other great sponsors tonight, Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals to earn your long-term financial trust. We appreciate Adams Wealth Advisors. They are powering our broadcast tonight, which you can find online at CashValleyDaily.com. We have video and audio for tonight's game, and so far everything's up and running and looks great. So you will find that. If you don't go to Cache Valley Daily, you can also look it up on YouTube. Just look for Bear River Sports with Cache Valley Daily, or just type in Bear River Bears versus Morgan Trojans. You'll find the broadcast live on YouTube. We will take a short break, and we will be back to get you ready for the tip-off between the Bears and the Trojans tonight on 104.9 The Ranch.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Highway is so darn busy, it's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Welcome back, Bears fans. We got a couple minutes to go here before we have national anthem and tip time. One thing I wanted to talk about, Dax, is the Bears tonight. You're coming in against a Morgan team that's struggled mightily. They lost their first 5 games, and they won a couple in a row, and then they've lost another game. Just 2-6 on the season. But is this one of those games, if you're Coach Shaw, you're letting your guys know, hey, this is one of those that we got to lock in, make sure we get in here and take care of business. I felt like last year that Bears team let a few get away that they should have had.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one you don't want to let get away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one that, you know, regardless of their record, Morgan wants it no matter what. I mean, they're a tough team every single year. We talked about how they're a little inexperienced. Honestly, I feel like in these games, the inexperience does not matter because they show up and they want it. This is a Bears team that if they show up and if they really want to come out and beat a team by 30, they'll have to work for it, but they're going to do it if they want it. This is also a team that if they show up and think, hey, we're going to roll over these guys, they're going to lose by 10. So, and that's just how Utah basketball is, especially in 4A, 3A. And so, yeah, I mean, they have to come out, and regardless of the record that Morgan has, they have to show up. There can be no lackadaisical start in this game. Definitely no lackadaisical finish. So yeah, I don't think the record matters at all. They have to show up, and they have to want it more than Morgan does because, again, Morgan's a small town, and they want to prove themselves against these 4A teams. Plus, if Morgan doesn't have a great RPI for the rest of the year, that's not going to look great for the Bears if they ended up losing, which, you know, I don't think will happen as long as they show up and they come to play. So,
yeah, I'm expecting a complete game from the Bears tonight. 4 quarters, great offense, great defense. We'll see if they can put it together. We are going to have our national anthem, and then we will be back for lineups and tip time. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
For over 70 years and generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Baking is a central part of celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
Welcome back, Bears fans, as we're getting ready for tip-off between the Bears and the Trojans. Get the starting lineups first for our Bears. #1 is the senior Kyver Jensen. #3, senior Owen Olson. #10, senior Bridger Barfus. Senior number 11, Jace Roberts. And 3-year starter, senior number 24, Garrig Marble. Bears will be in their red uniforms, trimmed in black. Starting for the Trojans, number 1 is Colton Acey. Number 5 is Bracken Saunders, a sophomore. Colton Acey is a junior. Again, we mentioned no seniors. Their lone senior was injured. Number 11, a sophomore, Jake Hansen. Number 23, a junior at 6'1", is Ben Russell. And number 31, a sophomore at 6'5", Mason Williams. They do have some height on this team, regardless of their youth and inexperience. They've got some 6'3", they got a 6'5", and a junior at 6'8". I'm assuming he'll be coming into the game at some point. He's a big body.
I'm sure he's straight off the bench, which, you know, coming from Morgan, a 6'8" guy coming off the bench, I feel like that's pretty rare to see, but you know what, Coach Hunt does things differently, I guess. It's loud in here too.
Yeah, this is one of those gyms where everyone's right on top of the action. Great atmosphere for basketball. It's the Trojans and the Bears, a long-time rivalry. As Dax mentioned, there's no love lost between these two schools. Marble will jump it up. He'll control the tip back to Bridger, and the Bears will go from left to right on the dial. Kiver handles, throws into the high post to Garrig. He'll let Olson cut through. Olson gets it, makes a move to the middle, and they say he shuffled his feet.
Yeah, I disagree with that call a lot.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see a travel, that's for sure.
The Trojans will take over on the turnover on the first possession of the game. The front court is Hansen. He'll hand over to Acey. They'll dribble handoff back to Saunders. Oh, there's a double dribble. As Ben Russell tried to do another dribble handoff, and he decided to pick it up with 2 hands and put it on the floor again. So 2 turnovers on the first 2 possessions. Barfus controls for the Bears on the right wing. They'll get up top to Olson, now back into Marble. He's above the 3-point line. Barfus cuts back door, but he loses his footing, and that's the 3rd turnover. 2 by the Bears, 1 for the Trojans. Saunders will bring it to the front court for the Trojans. Left-handed dribble. He'll drive into the paint, fake the shot, kick it back out. They'll swing it up top. There's a drive by Russell. Deep 3 from the top from Acey, and that's good. Colton Acey, the junior, knocks down a 3.
That's that Bear River 3-point curse. They can pull it from wherever, whenever, and their first basket's going to be a 3-pointer every time.
Marble now in the high post. He'll pull up from 10 feet. That's too strong. Rebound corralled by Morgan. The Trojans will slowly bring it into the front court. Hansen looks over to Coach Hunt, gets some instructions. Bears start in a man-to-man defense. Kiver out pressuring the ball. Saunders now has it above the 3-point line with Marble on him. He'll pull up for a deep 3. That's hard off the rim. Bears corral the rebound, saved by Jace Roberts, and here's Olson. He'll outlet to Kiver down the left wing. He'll drive in from 6 feet, bank it off the glass. That won't go. Rebound taken by Morgan, but on the outlet pass, Kiver steals it, hands it to Olson, and he scores. Owen Olson picks up the first 2 for the Bears. It's 3-2 Morgan. We are early in the first quarter. Left wing Russell. Hands over to Saunders. He'll drive left hand to the baseline, try and kick it over in the corner to Acey. He's got it. He'll pull up from 15 feet. That's missed. Strong rebound from Marble. Olson brings it front court, ahead to Jace. Back to Garrig up top. Swing it over to Barfus. Garrett goes into the post to retrieve the pass.
He's got to go to work.
Makes his move. Baseline up strong. Was fouled. No call. And he makes it anyway. Garrick Marble gets his first 2 of the game.
Garrick's going to have that all night at the point that they're going to have to start doubling. But he's got to have to want it.
4-3 Bears. 5:13 to go in the first quarter. Russell hands to Saunders and back in the corner to AC. He'll throw it back up top to Hansen. He loses control of the ball. Jensen's right there on him. Now back to Russell. He's struggling with the dribble. Boy, the Bears' pressure defense here is nice. They will call Kyver Jensen for a bump. Morgan will throw the inbound into the backcourt, and Jake Hansen will bring it into the front court. Throws it into Williams. Now back up top, AC, another deep three. This one's good. So 2 threes from AC, and he has all 6 points. 6-4 Morgan. Barfus gets it into the post to Marble on the other end. He turns to face up, looks to make his move. He goes baseline, goes up strong and gets it off the glass again. Looked like there was contact, and he finishes it 6-6. Hansen dribbles on the right wing. Now he'll throw over to Russell. Back up top to AC. Kyver's there to deflect it. He'll drive strong down the right side, float it up, miss it. Kyver's got it. Kyver brings it into the front court. Semi-fast break. He'll fake a shot, throw into Gehrig. He looks to go to work again.
Spin back. There it is.
Spins back baseline, floats it up and scores another one. Gehrig Marble is on fire. 6 early points as the Bears take an 8-6 lead.
Trojans do not have an answer for Gehrig Marble right now. I mean, he's getting everything he wants. He's going exactly where he wants to, and they're just letting him go.
Well, until they bring a quick double team, I would keep going at it. Morgan on the other end, working the ball around the perimeter. Still nothing doing for them inside. It's been 2 deep threes from AC. This time he'll fake one and drive and kick back to the left wing. Here's a pass to the corner. They'll keep swinging it. Now it's Russell, throws it up top. Back to Russell on the right wing. He drives baseline, throws up a fadeaway jump shot at the buzzer. And that rattles out, and Olsen rebounds it. Kyver outlets, lobs to the opposite side to Barfus. He'll make a move in the baseline, throw it over to Gehrig. Reset with Kyver. Fakes a shot, drives. Gehrig goes up strong, and one.
Oh my gosh! That is a terrible call.
They say he traveled on the way up. I'm not sure. Coach Shaw's arguing his point.
That's a terrible call. He literally had to just get a gather step. You have that after you catch the ball.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Shaw's arguing. That's 2 questionable travel calls. But on the turnover, the Trojans will go the other way. Still nothing doing for them inside. It's been all on the perimeter. Bears defense has been fantastic to start. Here's Hansen. He'll throw it over to AC. Fakes a 3, tries to drive. He'll get to the free throw line. That's blocked by Jace. Here's an outlet pass to Kyver. Quick as a cat. Lay it up and in. Kyver Jensen's on the board for 2.
Good pass by Bridger Barfus, too, to look up and find the man running down.
Yeah, beautiful outlet pass. Bears up by 4, 10-6, 2:16 to go in the first quarter.
Here comes the elevator. No.
Here's a drive into the block by Saunders. He throws back to number 11, Jake Hansen, who kisses it off the glass down the right side and scores. 10-8 Bears.
Oh, stay there, Gehrig. Yep.
Gehrig gets the lob into the post. He goes up strong again. This time they come over to alter the shot. He'll miss it. Rebound Morgan. Good help defense there from Morgan. Here's AC on a 3 on the other end. That's short off the rim, and Olsen will rebound. Still 10-8 Bears. Quick pace here. Kyver gets it right wing. Now up top to Jace. Roberts, left-handed dribble. He'll dribble at Olsen. Olsen will take the pass, drive baseline, kick it over to Gehrig. He'll take another baseline jumper. That's missed. Olsen on the backside will get the Bears another possession. Now Gehrig will reset. Olsen looks to post. Now he'll move out. They'll throw it to Barfus on the right wing. He'll look to penetrate. Nothing doing, nothing doing. Back up top to Gehrig. 1:13 to go in the quarter. Bears by 2. Barfus now handles. We have a whistle. I think they say the shot clock reset, and it shouldn't have. Still a discussion. I think The discussion is, well, what is the clock supposed to be at? Now they decide on 19. Morgan's going to sub, but so will the Bears, as Mason Sorensen comes into the game for Owen Olson. So Gehrig will inbound, just in front of Coach Hunt. He'll throw into the backcourt to Kiver. In 18 seconds on the shot clock, 1 minute to go in the quarter. Now Marble on the right wing. Mason posts up this time. He'll make a move to the middle, throw it cross court to Kiver. He'll drive into the paint, kick it off the glass. Ooh, rolls off the rim, but he'll be at the line for 2. Dax Bears really aggressive at getting into the paint and going for the basket early in this one.
Yeah, and I think they've been, in some ways, I think they have the opportunity to keep being more aggressive than they have been. I mean, they've only scored 10 points, and that's solely because they haven't shot the ball enough, I don't think. And honestly, this first quarter has gone by way faster than I feel like it should have. I mean, we've already got 55 seconds, and Kiver knocked his first one down, by the way.
Second one short.
But, no, I think they can keep being more aggressive on offense. So that's something to push the lead. And they're not doing bad on defense. I mean, they've only allowed 1 2-pointer, and the rest have been just 2 deep threes. So
here's a steal from Bridger Barfus. Mason Sorensen on the other end takes the lob from Bridger. A little bit of traffic in there. He misses it. Back the other way is Morgan. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's a drive to the basket. Short off the rim on the shot by Russell, but it's rebounded by Williams, and he goes up and he's fouled. Williams, a 6'5" sophomore. Foul on Jace Roberts.
You know, if I'm Coach Shaw going into the first quarter, I'm not mad with the performance that they've had, but I expect more. I think this is a team that you could go into the first quarter up 10, and I think the Bears can be more aggressive on offense and just smarter in general too.
Both free throws knocked down by Williams. That gives cuts the lead to just 1, 11-10. Bears up, 19 seconds to go in the quarter. They want to hold for the last shot. Now down to 11 seconds. Gehrig comes to set the screen for Kiver. He'll use it. He'll get all the way into the paint, float it off the glass. It's missed. Backside rebound gets away, but it gets out to Jace. 2 on the shot. 1, shoots it up and in. Beautifully done by Jace Roberts. He gets his first 2 points of the game, and the Bears are going to take a 3-point lead into the second quarter. It's 13 for the Bears, 10 for the Trojans on 104.9 The Ranch. (13-10) Bears as we start the second quarter. Morgan hanging in there as we thought they would. This is one of those games where the Bears do their thing. They should come away with the victory, but Morgan's come out with some energy, some hustle, and they're keeping it close. Start the second quarter, the Bears will have Cash Avery, Owen Olson, Kiver Jensen, Braden Ritter is checked in, and Mason Sorensen. Cash Avery will pick up the defense on Jake Hansen. He'll throw into the high post to Nick Priest, who is checked in, and he travels trying to make a move to the basket.
I don't know if that was a travel either. I think this guy just really likes calling travels.
Tonight, there's only one step, unless you put the ball on the floor. Here's Braden Ritter on the other end. He's in the high post, out a little further than he'd like to be. He'll hand over to Olson. He'll lefty dribble into the paint, float it over to Mason, lay it up and score it. Mason Sorensen, beautifully done by Olsen to Sorensen, and he gets his first two.
That's a beautiful pass by Owen. I mean, right read, guy steps over, and you have your wide open man on the backside. That's a perfect pass right there.
There's a dribble handoff by Morgan. Again, they've been pushed way out on the perimeter in this game. Bears doing everything they can.
That's a weak call.
Oh, my goodness. There's a hand check on Cash Avery. This has been an interesting, I don't even know what I want to say.
I'll say something.
The officiating has been interesting to start.
They like their whistles, that's for sure, and they like the sound of it.
15-10 Bears, 7:07 to go in the second quarter. Here's another one.
Within 5 seconds of the inbound.
So they call this one on Mason Sorensen. Morgan will inbound, baseline. Having a hard time getting it in, and there's a 5-second call. Hey, we'll take that call. Turnover. Bears will bring it the other way.
You know, that one was a whistle that made sense. I'll give him that one.
Olsen will inbound to Kiver. 7 minutes to go before halftime. Bears up 5, 15-10. They're calling this one tight.
I'm going to have to lower my mic, so I'm going to keep laughing.
So here's another hand check on Morgan. I think it would make more sense if it was heated to start this game, but both teams are playing very civil.
Yeah.
So Kiver will take it in the backcourt. He'll bring it forward. They'll throw to Braden Ritter. They'll get it into Mason Sorensen. He makes his move to the middle, floats one up. It's a little strong. He goes after his own rebound, trying to get there. It's taken by Morgan. Still loose. No one can get their hands on it. Now Morgan does corral it. Here's a strong drive by number 5, and he'll go up and miss the layup, Saunders. But he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Coach Shaw telling those guys to get on the ground. I mean, when the ball was on the floor rolling, you had three Bears just standing straight up trying to touch their toes, reaching for the ball, and you can't have that. I mean, you've got to be diving all over the floor, show that you want it.
First free throw from Saunders is good. He gets his first point of the game. Second free throw is up, and that's strong off the back rim. Offensive rebound taken by 31, Mason Williams. He'll get it back in the post, makes a move. Ritter's there to defend, and the shot's missed. Nice defense from Braden. Outlet pass by the Bears. They get it to Cash Avery. Now into the post to Ritter. He'll let the traffic clear, move to the middle, hook up a shot with the right hand, and that's short off the rim. Taken by Morgan. Here's an outlet pass stolen by Kiver. He looks behind the behind the back dribble, and that's stolen away. Now Morgan back the other way. They'll throw it up top. Hanson drives, kicks over to the right wing for 3, and that's knocked down by Bracken Saunders. And the Trojans back to within 1 at 15-14. They'll extend their defense to half court. The Bears break it. Kiver now throws it over to Avery. Into the high post to Mason. Turns, finds Ritter, who then hits Kiver on the other side for a layup. Beautiful movement of the ball by the Bears.
So what's happening for Morgan is they're coming up in a 3-2 trap. They're trying to trap every single corner. Coach Hunt calls it X. He ran it at Bear River. Bear River runs it sometimes too. And coming into this game, you know that you're going to see it. Oh my gosh.
Here's a steal and a breakaway from Kiver Jensen, and he lays that one up and in. So the Bears come back on a little 4-0 run to grab a 19-15 lead. And Coach Hunt wants to talk about it, and we'll take the timeout as well. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch. Welcome back to Morgan High School, as tonight it's our Bear River Bears on the road against the Trojans, and we're in the second quarter with 5:22 to go, 19-14 Bears. It's like a rock concert in here, Dax, in timeouts.
This has got to be one of the loudest gyms in the state of Utah. I mean, the walls are all cement, and the ceiling is straight, just sheet metal. It is deafening in here.
Morgan has it after the timeout. Saunders has it up top, gets into the paint. Oh, nice righty layup. Just kind of scooped it up under the defense, and he scores. So Saunders picks up his 6th point of the game. Bears on the other end. Cash Avery on the right wing throws it in the post to Ritter, and then on his backside is Mason Williams, and he'll pick up the foul. (19-16) Bears, 4:55 to go before half. Marble on the right wing. Barfus comes to retrieve it from him. Now Barfus drives baseline. He'll swing it over to Ritter. He'll hold high, looks for cutters to go through, and Bridger Barfus gets it in the corner. He'll fake the 3. 17 on the shot clock. Now back to Marble in the high post. Now get it into the post to Owen Olson, who floats up the left-handed shot, and that's good. Owen Olson picks up his 4th point. Bears grab a 5-point lead, 21-16. AC on the right wing throws it up top to Saunders, who's got 6 points in this quarter for Morgan. Scored all of their points. There's another drive. They'll kick it over to the right wing. Here's a jump shot by Nick Priest, and that's short off the rim. Strong rebound from Owen Olson. They'll throw it into the high post. Now get it into the low post to Ritter. He turns, faces the basket, throws it cross court to Olson. Now he'll fake a shot, drive, kick it back to Braden. He fakes a shot, and he did travel on that one. He shuffled his feet before he made his move, and the Bears will turn it over.
Yep. Good call there, as much as I hate to admit it. The Bears will bring up full court pressure here.
Morgan will bring it to the front court as the Bears backed out. Priest handles on the right wing. He'll spin move, get baseline, throw up a jump shot. That comes off the rim. Jace Roberts on the rebound. Outlet to Barfus. He'll let the cutters go through. Hands back to Kiver for a deep 3. That hits hard off the rim. Rebound Saunders. And then he looks to throw an outlet pass and doesn't have it. And he ends up carrying the ball in the process. Barfus will inbound. He'll throw into the corner to Kiver. Kiver then lobs into Garrick Marble, and over his back comes Mason Williams, and he'll pick up the foul. Kiver will inbound. Throw it into Olson, who's right by the basket, and somehow wiggles it around the defender and kisses it off the glass for 2 more. Olson now has 6 points. Here's a drive from Saunders. He'll kick it back out to Hansen. Hansen goes through and gets it on the right wing for 3. That rattles around the rim and out. And Jace corrals another rebound. Kiver now. He'll get into the high post. Lob it into Gehrig. Barfus clears out. Gehrig.
Go to work, Gehrig.
Goes middle, turns, shoots. It's good again.
Too easy, Gehrig.
Every time he's gone in there, it seems like he's got a bucket. He now leads the Bears with 8 points.
This is a big defensive possession for the Bears.
And here's a steal. Jace Roberts throws it out to Kiver. Back to Jace. Goes up, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. Oh, almost a beautiful play. Good recovery by Morgan.
No, like I was saying, that was a big defensive play. The Bears are on a run right now. If they can get another stop, push the lead to over 10, I mean, they just forced Coach Hunt to call a timeout. The Bears are in a really good spot going into the last 2 minutes of this quarter.
We'll take another short break. You're listening to Bear Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch. Welcome back. 2:22 to go before halftime. Barfus inbounds, gets it into Marble, and he'll shoot another one up and in. Bears do extend the lead to 11 now, 27-16, as Marble picks up his 10th point. There's Hansen on the left baseline, drives in, kicks across court for a three from AC. That's hard off the rim. Owen Olsen on the rebound. Throw ahead to Kyver. Lefty dribble. Marble sets a screen. Now Kyver throws to the wing to Olsen. Olsen now fakes left, gets into the paint. He'll step through and kiss another one off the glass.
That's a nasty little step through there. Puts both guys in the air, steps around them. That's beautiful, Owen.
The other end, they get it into the right corner. Here's a drive.
Good
wild
defense,
shot
Garrick.
off the glass as Marble was there to defend. And here's Bridger Barfus to the front court. He'll drive baseline, spin back to the middle, hand back to Garrick, who retrieves it, and then hands to Olsen. They'll reset with Jace. 1:23 to go before half. Bears now up 13, 29-16. They get it in the post to Marble. He looks for a cutter. Now he'll go to work. Kick it back out to Kyver. He'll fake a three and then reset the offense. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Marble to set a screen. Kyver uses it, gets all the way into the paint, floats another one up and in.
Too easy.
Kyver Jensen for two more. He says, Garrick, I'm not going to let you outscore me in this half. 54 seconds to go. Here's a drive by Hansen. Kyver's there to meet him. Now Hansen goes baseline, tries to throw it across. It's stolen by Barfus. Here's Kyver down the right wing. He's got Jace on the wing if he wants it. Now he does get it to him just a little late, and the Bears will call a timeout. They want to run a play here. Try and get another bucket before half as it's 31-16 for the Bears. We'll take another short break on 104.9 The Ranch. (31-16) Bears, 40 seconds to go before half. The Bears will have possession. They'll look to get another bucket on the board here. Owen Olsen will inbound. They'll throw it in the corner of Bridger Barfus, get it right into the post to Gehrig.
No double.
He goes middle, back baseline. This time they come over and block it. There's big number 33 we mentioned. Comenda, 6'8", and then back the other way. They'll get a foul on Garrick Marble. Jack Comenda has checked in, 6'8" junior, and he was there to deflect the shot of Gehrig. Now they change the call. Now it's back to a foul on Gehrig. I didn't see the play, honestly, but it was a foul on Gehrig, then it was an offensive foul. Now it's back on Gehrig.
He definitely gave him a nudge. Was it enough for him, a 6'8" guy, to go flying to the ground? Probably not.
They inbound to AC. Get it into Comenda. They'll swing it around the perimeter now. Hansen has it. AC has it. He'll drive into the paint. Defense there. Wild shot misses, and Jace Roberts rebounds. Good interior defense from the Bears. Kyver down the right wing. He'll pull up from 4 feet. Missed. Gehrig tries to follow on the rebound. Doesn't happen. Back the other way come the Trojans. They'll get it in the corner. Now 5 on the shot. AC, a left wing 3, and that's good. Bolton AC knocks down his 3rd 3, and here's a half-court heave from Jace Roberts, and that won't go in. The Bears are going to take a 31-19 lead into halftime. We'll take a 3-minute break. There's our ads aren't working on our end, so we'll let the guys in the studio know to give us a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back for our halftime show. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
From what's happening in local political elections, breaking news to photo galleries, plays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com. Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back, Bears fans. It's halftime with our Bears out to a 31-19 lead over the Trojans on what's been a little bit of a back-and-forth game early on, but the Bears really started to impose their will midway through that second quarter and finished strong in the half. Some of our first half stats. Leading scores for the Bears, Garrick Marble knocks in 5 shots on about 7 attempts. It seems like he's about 5 for 7 from the floor. He's got 10 points. Kyver Jensen threw in 9, and Owen Olson with 8. Jace Roberts also scored 2, and Mason Sorensen put a bucket in as well. So again, one of those games, Bridger Barfus, one of your 3 leading scorers, hasn't put a bucket in yet, but yet here's Owen Olsen steps in and unable to throw in 8 points in the first half.
You know, with as well as Bridger has played on offense this year, I mean, you can't help but think Coach Hunt comes into this game thinking, okay, we're going to take Bridger Barfus out of the game completely. We're going to make everybody else beat us. Well, that's the dangerous thing, is that everybody else will beat you if you try to do that. And no, I think Bridger's done an excellent job on defense for sure, and then facilitating. I mean, he's had a few plays where he touches the ball and passes it right away, and the guy that he passed to scores. And so, I mean, he's making impacts in other ways, like we talked about with Kiver, like we talked about with Garrett. You know, Bridger's now stepping into that role and saying, okay, you know what, if I'm not going to score as much as I usually do, I'm going to get my teammates to score, and now they got a 31-19 lead going into halftime.
Yeah, I thought Bridger was very active regardless of his scoring. He's been doing it on the offense and defensive side as far as his activity level, steals. He's been very much involved in this game, even with the lack of scoring. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling?
I'm yelling too. I always yell. That's how I talk, but it is so loud in here, even through the headset. I have to yell to hear myself.
Some of our other great sponsors for tonight's game. Castle Light in Logan has pavers, tile, brick, and more. If you have questions on how to install these yourself, Castle Light's experts can help. More at castlelight.com. Coldwater Stone in Tremont is part of the Castle Light family. Give your current home or the new one, your building, that new look. See them by the crossroads. Levitt Group of Northern Utah and Bear River Mutual. We look out for each other, for our friends and our neighbors. Your home and auto insurance company should do the same. That's how they do it at Bear River Mutual and the Levitt Group of Northern Utah. If you're in the locker room, Dax, with these guys, what's your message to the team coming out in the second half?
Oh, I think you got to put your foot on their throats and go full throttle. I mean, I think this is a team that you can do it, but you got to lock down on the defensive end. Enough of those easy little drives to the basket, kick out 3 there at the end of the half. I mean, you have everything in the world to be happy about going into halftime, and then right then you give up an easy middle drive, kick out 3, nothing but net. I don't know if you noticed, but Coach Shaw was yelling at Kiver Jensen. I mean, come on, man. Like, you can't give that up. You've got 3 seconds in the first half. You guys have gone on what felt like a 15-4 run, and then you give that up last second. That's, it's hard to go into halftime just butterflies and rainbows. At that point, you have to be like, okay, we really need to buckle down, because again, this is a team that if they want it, they'll hit a few threes, they're right back in the game. And so, no, they've got to buckle down on defense, and then on offense, I mean, they're getting what they want, so they just got to keep going to what they do. And, if they try to double Gehrig in the post, they're going to have kick-out threes, which they've only shot 1 or 2 threes this whole entire game. No, I feel like I have to yell to get the cross too, but no, I think defensively they got to just keep buckling down, getting more physical on defense without fouling, because these refs are kind of whistle happy both ways, which is something that you're not going to hear me say much, but right now they're calling ticky-tack fouls on both teams that sometimes I don't think most people in here agree with. And you got to be smart on defense, you got to be aggressive, and you've got to keep them at the three-point line and keep them in check. They're not going to beat you by the three-point line, but if you leave them open, they're going to hit a few, and they're going to be back in this game.
We'll take one more 2-minute break, and then we'll be back to start the second half. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
During the holidays, many times we forget to say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Looking for a new toy this year? At Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Your cash.
Start of the third quarter, Bear River up 12, 31-19 over the Morgan Trojans. Bob's Body Shop, did you break or chip your windshield? If so, Bob's Body Shop in Tremonton can fix it. A preferred auto body repair center right in Tremonton. Plus, they'll take care of all the insurance paperwork for you. The Bears are on the court. They're ready to get things going in the second half. Again, they're in their red uniforms trimmed in black and white with black letters. And Morgan's in their home white uniforms trimmed in maroon. Barfus will inbound to Owen Olson. He's got it. The band still rocks on. Now Jace has it left wing. Bears moving from right to left on the dial. Marble throws it into Olson in the post. He'll kick it cross court to Jace. Sets his feet for three. They say he was on the line. He misses it anyway. And here's a rebound from Morgan. Hansen brings it to the front court. Over to AC. Hit the big three to end the half to cut the lead to 12. Here's a drive by Saunders, and he traveled.
Yep.
A legit one, by the way.
Yeah, that was a legit travel. I think there were a few on both teams in the first half that it was like, I just really want to call a travel.
Here's Bridger Barfus. He'll get it into the front court, over to Olson, right wing. Get it to Gehrig in the right corner. Throws way across court to Bridger. He'll fake the shot. Get it in the corner to Kiver. He'll go baseline. Throws it back to Gehrig. Beautiful bounce pass, but then he'll kick it over to Jace. Back around to Olson. Olson to Jensen. Got the three if he wants it. He's trying to see what will develop. Now he'll throw it way over to Jace. Three on the shot, two. Olson has to catch and throw up the three from the right wing. It's missed. Battled for, but taken by AC for the Trojans.
Morgan coming out and putting an emphasis on putting two guys on Gehrig Marble.
Here's a three from the right wing from Bracken Sanders, and he knocks it in for his first points of this second half. He's got 9 on the game. Cuts the lead to 9, 31-22. Barfus drives into the high post, kicks it out to Olson. He'll throw back to Bridger. Bridger fakes, now gets into the middle, spin move back and throws it out to Kiver. 13 on the shot. Marble comes to set the screen. Kiver uses it. He'll pull up from 15 feet, miss the jump shot. Rebound, Bridger Barfus. He'll get a shot from the right wing and he'll knock it in. Gets rewarded for hustling for an offensive rebound, knocks in his first points. Back up 11, 33-22. Hansen dribbles, throws it over to Russell. He'll hand back to Saunders. He'll step inside the three-point line, miss the jump shot. Rebound Roberts. Olson now to the front court, has a lane to the basket and then throws it back out to Bridger. He'll take another shot. This three rattles around. Rebound by Russell, ahead to Saunders. Outlet pass to AC, lays it up and in. Colton AC, his 11th point of the game. Bears quickly the other way. Olson has it back to Kiver in the high post. Float to the basket, lay it up and in. Beautiful quick move again from Kiver. Knocks down his 11th point of the game. Back up 11, 35-24. Drive from Saunders again. Bracken Saunders has played a nice game for the Trojans. There's Hansen. He's trapped and now spins out of it. They'll hand over to AC. Kiver meets him. Good defense. He'll pull up from 16, miss that shot. Rebound Roberts, outlet to Olson. Boy, I feel like Jace has a lot of rebounds in this game. He'll lob it into Gehrig on the backside, lays it up and in.
Attaboy, Gehrig.
Defender decided to front Gehrig, and that was a bad decision as they threw over the top, and he knocks it down, his 12th point. Timeout, we'll take it. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Of our community, your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City. This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Wonder why.
Welcome back. Bears up by 13, 37-24. Turn my headset up a little bit so I can feel like I can hear you when it gets rowdy again.
Yeah, because it will. We're at Morgan High School. It's always rowdy. Just at Morgan in general.
Bears extend their pressure on the inbound pass. Now they'll back out of it as Hansen comes front court for the Trojans. Kiver's there to meet him. Now he'll dribble at the right wing. They'll cut through. He'll pass into the corner to Russell, and this pass is kicked by Gehrig out of bounds. (37-24) Bears. Morgan inbounds under their own basket. They'll lob in to Williams, gets it into the post to Saunders. He'll pull up, fadeaway jump shots missed. Kiver backside rebound, quickly outlets to Bridger Barfus down the left side. Now over to Olson. He'll throw it into Gehrig again. He goes up strong. Oh, that definitely was fouled.
Yep.
He'll miss the lefty layup, but he'll be at the line for two. I thought he was going to dunk that, and then the defender recovered just in time to alter the shot.
Yeah, which is one thing that Morgan hasn't done a great job at, is that help side defense, and I think during halftime, that's something that Coach Hunt had to have ripped into his guys for. I mean, in the first half, Gehrig was getting whatever he wanted. He was getting post-ups, and there wasn't really a backside guy coming to help. I mean, so far in this quarter, you've seen every single time he's touched the ball in the post, you've got a guy from the backside coming in.
Misses both, but Owen Olson rebounds the miss. The Bears will start over. There's Barfus, fakes the shot, floats it inside. It's deflected. He gets it back, and he'll hand over to Gehrig, who will lob out to Kiver. They'll reset the offense, left-hand dribble. Now Barfus cuts through, and they'll try to throw it over to Jace, but that's deflected out of bounds by Hansen.
Morgan definitely coming out and doing a better job on defense in the second half. Really a lot more of urgency trying to get back into this game. I mean, their first 3 possessions, they scored on 2 of them. So they definitely are not out of this game yet.
Marble handles on the left wing, back up top to Kiver. He'll holler out the play. Now over right wing to Bridger Barfus. He'll take a deep three, and he hits nothing
Bridger.
but the bottom of the net.
Wow, that's Steph Curry range right there.
That was way out there.
That's 10 feet behind the line.
Here's a hard drive on the other side by Saunders, and he'll be fouled. Either Olson, it's on Owen Olson. 40-24 Bears.
Owen caught a forearm to the nose there on the drive.
First free throw from Saunders is up and rattles around and goes in. Bracken Saunders, his 10th point of the game. He'll get one more.
So Mason and Cash check into the game.
Second free throw is also good. 10 points for Saunders. Garrick Marble and Owen Olson will get a break. They get it into the post to Mason. He goes baseline, now comes back to the middle. There's a double team. He'll kick it out to Jace. Jace will drive into the paint. He'll try and kick it out to Cash Avery. And they say he drug his pivot foot.
You know, I don't like that one. I think he got bumped, which, I mean, I guess you can, in all that traffic, you could say, okay, maybe he did travel, but I don't know. I think that's just another one that looks like it was they were looking for a travel call.
Hansen brings it to the front court for Morgan. Kuyver's on him. Sounders sets the screen. Now they'll kick it in the corner to Pace, who has checked into the game. Swing it around to AC, another deep three. That one's strong off the back iron. And there's Pace on the rebound. Now hands back to Saunders. He'll take a right baseline jump shot. And they'll say that Bridger Barfus hit him on the arm on the way up. 2 shots.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think that was perfect defense on a jump shot.
Bridger's having a conversation with the official about it, and Saunders steps to the line. First free throw is good. So he's now hit 3 in a row from the line. Cuts the lead to 13, 40-27. He has one more. We've got 2:51 to go in the third quarter. Second free throw is also good. 40-28 Bears. Jace handles up top, swings it to Kuyver. Cash Avery comes through. Now back to Bridger. He'll take another deep three, and that one's short off the rim, but they say before the shot went up, Kuyver Jensen's called for an offensive foul away from the ball.
You know, the foul count seems like it is way too low for what it's been, but I mean, it's only 3-1 right now. It hasn't even got to 5. We haven't seen any bonus shots, so I mean, I guess there's just a ton of whistles and not as many fouls as you're used to seeing from a whistle.
Saunders drives hard down the right side. He floats up a fadeaway layup shot, and they'll say Jace Roberts gave him a push, and he'll be at the line for 2 more. He's made 4 in a row. Really killing the momentum here as the Bears have got the Trojans on the line 3 possessions in a row as Saunders misses the first. Second free throw is up, and that's good. Quickly down the other way as Kuyver throws into Mason Sorensen. No one was there. They recover, but Mason puts it up and in over the defense. Mason gets his 4th point of the game. Bears trying to pressure a little bit. Oh boy.
My gosh.
Bridger Barfus reaches in trying to get the steal. And another foul. That is the 5th foul, so that'll put Morgan at the line for 2.
You know, if I'm correct, that's 4 out of these 5 fouls in the quarter for the Bears have come in the last 2.5 minutes or so.
First free throw rattles out by Nick Priest. Braden Ritter's going to check in for Bridger Barfus. Second free throw from Priest is up, and that's missed off the back iron. Bears try and go for it. It's Cash Avery and Mason Sorensen, and it goes off one of their hands and out of bounds, and Morgan will inbound under their own basket. Swing it around up top to Saunders. Here's a jump shot from Priest. That misses.
Oh my gosh.
And on the rebound, they give the foul to Cash Avery. And we're in the penalty, so 2 shots coming again for the Trojans.
Again, there's just another ticky-tack foul that doesn't need to be called. The foul count is 6-1 in this quarter.
First free throw is missed by Nate Pace. Really starting to get nervous about my power cord back there. It might get unplugged. Next free throw is missed as well. Rebound by Sorensen. And here comes Kuyver Jensen. Jace Roberts left wing. He'll throw it into the post to Ritter. There's 1:50 to go in the quarter. He'll throw it cross court to Cash Avery. And there's another foul as Braden Ritter tried to throw the pass. They'll get another foul called on Morgan. really killed the momentum of this game, that's for sure.
Oh, I mean, it was shaping up to be one of those games that, Morgan might find themselves back in it.
Lob into Mason Sorensen on the inbound. He faces up and shoots the jumper. That's missed. Rebound by Priest. Outlet to Saunders. He'll drive baseline. There's Cash Avery to cut him off, and he floats it up and in over the top of him. Bracken Sanders having himself a game tonight. Right wing Cash Avery. Just under a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Bridger Barfus up top. He'll left-hand dribble into the high post. Back cut from Kiver. He takes it. He's bumped, and he'll be fouled on the baseline. 42-31, Bears by 11. Kiver inbounds, gets it under to Braden Ritter. He wraps it up and in off the glass. It spun around the rim about 4 times before it went down.
Had to flush the toilet to get that one to go down.
Braden picks up his first 2 of the game. Quickly the other way, Morgan misses on a 3. Rebound Mason Sorensen. Kiver outlets to Bridger Barfus. He'll fake the shot, drive down the right side, get all the way under the basket, kick it around to Cash Avery. He'll drive in from 6 feet, float that shot up and miss it. Mason rebounds, puts it back up and in, but they say he was fouled on the attempt for the rebound. They'll put it underneath.
That's 4 on number 21. Nick Priest, that's his 4th foul.
We're down to 50 seconds to go in this quarter.
He's got his hands behind his back defending Mason Sorensen. He's going to get a foul call for the body.
20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Kiver drives in left hand. Mason comes to set the screen for him. There's a drive by Kiver. Floats up the pass to Ritter, and on the pass off, there's another foul on the Trojans. I think Priest was fouling harder without his hands that time than he was when he had his hands not tied behind his back.
Yeah, I mean, he
was really pushing on Mason.
He's pushing on Mason. Mason's like, dude, what are you doing?
Free throw from Kiver Jensen's way short.
Oh,
barely grabs the front of the rim. He'll get one more.
Going both ways, honestly, in this quarter. Hopefully the refs don't hear this, but the refs have not let the boys play at all in this game. I mean, their job is to keep things under control, to let them play, let the game go on, and they have absolutely, this has been a dictatorship, honestly, for both teams.
Kiver misses both free throws. Back the other way comes Morgan. Fake 3, and they'll pull up baseline for the jump shot, and it's good. That's Ben Russell. Knocks down his first 2 points of the game. So the Bears in a funk here as the Trojans are back to within 11. 44-33. Kiver will take a 3 from the left wing. That's missed. Ritter battles from the rebound. Barfus grabs it, and he throws it up at the buzzer, and that's missed. And the Bears will go to the fourth quarter, up by 11, 44-33. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around, and it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Hey Bear fans, it's before or after the basketball game. Make sure into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli, and department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
Cooler weather is here and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
Start of the fourth quarter, Bears up 44-33. Bears will come back with Jace Roberts, Owen Olson, Bridger Barfus, Garrick Marble, and Braden Ritter. For the Trojans, it's been all about Bracken Saunders. He scored all but 4 of their points in the third quarter. Here's a strong drive to the basket, and that's up and in by Ben Russell. He's scored back-to-back buckets now, and the lead is down to 9, 44-35. Here's Jace, right wing. He'll drive in, kick it out to Ritter in the corner. He'll turn and face up, hits Bridger Barfus coming through, and he did. He got hit on the head on the cut. The Bears side out. Actually, it'll be under the basket. Bridger will inbound it, throw it into Jace. Look into Gehrig in the post, nothing doing. Now up to Bridger. They want to get it into Gehrig again. This time they do. He'll turn and throw over to Jace. He'll shoot the 3 from the left corner, and that's good.
Good shot, Jace.
Jace Roberts knocks down his 5th point of the game. Bears back up by 12. AC on the other side. He drives hard baseline, comes back to the middle and kisses one off the glass. Colton AC. Back to a 10-point game. There's Ritter in the post. He goes to the middle, throws out to Jace. He'll drive hard into the paint, kiss one off the glass and score again. Jace Roberts with 5 quick points.
You know, Jace has the opportunity in this fourth quarter to make a real difference. He can take over if he wants. He's just got to want it.
Bears back up 12, 49-37. There's a drive by Saunders. He gets into the middle, throws up the shot. They say before the shot, a push, ball underneath. Russell will inbound. They'll throw it way out to Williams, who then hands it off on a drive by Hurd, and Ritter and Barfus were there to meet him at the basket, and he's fouled.
No easy baskets. I mean, that was a beautiful block till
they slammed into each other.
Body slammed him.
So Jack Hurd, 5'9" sophomore, will be to the line for 2, and he misses the first. Kyver Jensen's going to come back in for Braden Ritter. Second free throw is up, and that's good. Give Jack Hurd his first point of the game. Bridger Barfus will bring the ball to the front court. Left side, he'll get all the way into the paint, hand it over to Gehrig, who wasn't ready for it. It goes through his hands and out of bounds. Would have been a nice play.
Oh, that's a great play by Bridger Barfus. Good idea. Gehrig's got to be ready for that ball, and he should expect it. I mean, he's their guy, and he was in the first half, and you know he's got to be looking for that.
There's Saunders, hard drive again. He'll pull up baseline for another shot. He is feeling it. Bears might need to start sending a double team. That's 18 points for Saunders. Back to a 9-point game, 49-40, Bears. Marble handles up top. Kyver cuts through. They try and force it into him. It's deflected. Kyver saves it. Now they call a travel on Jace Roberts.
Yeah,
Bears kind of in a danger zone.
They love it. These guys love the travel. This is probably the most travels I've seen called in a basketball game since I was born in 2004.
Here's a 3 from AC. It's missed off the rim. Battle for the rebound, saved by Saunders, but Kyver comes over to steal it. He gets it into the post to Marble. He's battling for the ball, and on the loose ball, they're going to get Gehrig on the push, which he did. Gehrig wanted the foul on the way up.
I mean, they did pin his arm behind his back.
Tried to lob over the top to Gehrig. It looked like his one arm was being held down. And then as he went for the loose ball, committed an obvious foul. No argument there. 5:30 to go in the fourth. Bears are now in a scrappy battle with Morgan, 49-40, up 9. Saunders has been fantastic, and he's getting to the same spot every time. This one he misses. Marble rebounds, and he'll hand to Olsen. It's very obvious Saunders wants to go right and get right on that baseline.
You mentioned he was a sophomore, correct? He's a sophomore?
He is. He's a 6'3" sophomore, and he's playing like a professional today.
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
That's for sure. We'll take a short break on the timeout. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
IFA is a locally owned farm and ranch cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need or at ifacountrystores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
From what's happening.
49-40, Bears with the 9-point lead in what's been a very scrappy, kind of sloppy second half. Momentum has slowed a little bit, and Saunders has really picked up his play. Had 6 points in the first half and has 12 in the second. Lead all scorers.
Yeah, he's playing like a super senior right now.
Yes, he is. Very lanky, athletic sophomore. Bears handle. There's 5 minutes to go in the game. They'll get it in the post to Marble. He'll turn and face up. The shot is short. Rebound taken by the Trojans, and they'll get it to Saunders down the left side. He'll look to get to the right side. Surprise, he'll pull up from 12 feet. That's short off the rim. Battle for the rebound is taken by Jason. He outlets to Bridger Barfus. Goes through his hands and out of bounds. Can't catch a break.
Bears have got to keep their composure right now. This is not the point in time where you can afford to lose your minds. I mean, you've got to take care of the ball, play smart defense, play defense with your hands out. And, I mean, it'll go how it will, but.
Saunders drives to the basket, gets through all the defenders, lays it up and in.
I want to know where the foul was on that.
He was fouled, and he'll be at the line for one.
Wow. I'm having a hard time saying anything positive right now, and that's a problem.
20th point, he's at the line for one. Free throw is missed. Rebound from Garrick. He'll outlet to Owen Olsen. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Bears up 7, 49-42. Here's Olsen. He'll cross over. Now he'll throw over to Kiver. Now over to Jace. They'll look inside to Garrick. Throw across court to Olsen. Steps on the line for two, and he knocks it in. Yep. Owen Olsen had that toe on the line. Big bucket, though, for the Bears. Gets the lead back up to 9. They had it at 10 for a moment there. Saunders hands back to AC. He'll take a deep three. That's short off the rim. Backside rebound, Marble. Good stop by the Bears there. A bucket here would be big time.
They need one here.
Kiver lefty dribble. Now he'll throw over to Olsen on the left wing. They're trying to get it into Marble. They'll lob to him. He makes the catch, hands over to Kiver. He'll go up strong to the basket, float one up and in.
Where's the foul on that one?
Yeah.
If they're going to call it, if they're going to call ticky-tack stuff on the other side, they've got to call it like that on both ways. I mean, it's.
Here's a steal. Jace Roberts deflected. Kiver all the way to the basket, lays another one up and in.
Big time Kiver Jensen there. Stepping up, making plays. That's why he's a 3-year starter.
The Bears go on a mini run, and they're back up by 13. It's 55 for the Bears, 42 for the Trojans. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
To photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Bears up by 13 after a mini run. A little 6-0 run by the Bears as they picked up the defensive intensity, got a few fast break layups. Battling through a game that's been marred by a lot of whistles. But the Bears finding their way here on the road at Morgan. 3:21 to go in the game. Morgan with the ball. AC throws over to Williams. Back to Hanson, back to Williams, corner 3, that's short off the rim. There's a rebound by AC, reaches over, Olsen grabs it and lays it up and in for 2. Big offensive rebound by Colton AC. He's up to 15 points in this half. Back the other way, Jace gets into the paint. Tries to throw it over to Olsen and it goes out of bounds. It'll be turnover. 55-44.
Bears got to keep their composure and just lock down on defense. Right here he wants to go right and he wants to shoot a fadeaway jumper.
Here's Saunders, right wing up top to AC. He'll fake a 3, try and drive. That's cut off. Here's Saunders. Olsen out on him. He'll hand back to AC. Another deep 3. This one's good. Colton AC, he's heating up now. It's been AC and Saunders. Back to an 8-point lead, 47-55. Bears break the press, get it to Jace on the baseline. They'll throw it out to Kyver. Kyver drives in the paint, kicks it over to Olsen, and on the pass off, there'll be another foul called on Morgan.
Foul count's now 4-2.
That's the second team foul on the Trojans. 2:21 to go in the game. Bears up by 8. They'll inbound under their own basket.
So right here with the Bears only being up 8, they've got to be careful on the defensive end. They can't afford to give Morgan 2 free shots for the rest of the game.
Bears get the inbound. It's out to Jace. Now over to Kyver, left wing. He'll throw baseline to Bridger Barfus. He'll go up, shoot the 6-foot turnaround jump shot. That's short off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Morgan's ball. So it's been all about Bracken Saunders and Colton AC as they've carried the load here in the second half. One's a junior, one's a sophomore. They're playing big tonight. Here's AC up top. He springs free for another 3. That one rattles off the rim. Rebound by Marble. Now Olsen will bring it slowly to the front court. Kyver will come get it. They'll throw it to Gehrig in the high post, and he's fouled. They're really trying to get some steals and deflections, which they need, trailing by 8. You expect that.
I mean, they're not out of the game at all. I mean, they could literally hit a 3-pointer and just like that 2-possession game, and you know that's when it gets really dangerous, especially when they have all this momentum.
On the baseline to Kyver, who was then bumped. He tried to throw the shot off, but they'll say it's on the floor. Morgan now has 4 team fouls, and their next one will put the Bears at the line. Bridger to inbound. Olsen cuts through. They'll throw it up top to Kyver. Now to Jace. Back to Kyver, right wing. Throw it clear down to Jace. Didn't need to do it, and it's a turnover. Morgan quickly the other way. They'll throw it in the right corner. Drive all the way to the basket. The layup is up and good by Jack Hurd. Kyver tried to draw the charge, and it's now down to a 6-point lead. Bears break the press, get it to Jace. Now Bridger comes to get it from him. 1:14 to go in the game. They'll get it in the high post to Gehrig, and there's a foul on Saunders, and he will be at the line.
These are big free throws here. I mean, Morgan finds themselves only down 6. Gehrig's got to knock these down.
First free throw's up, and it's good. Gehrig's up to 13 points in the game. Only 3 here in the second half. Second free throw's up, and that's good. Big time free throws from Gehrig. Here's Saunders. He'll bring it quickly down the left side. He'll pull up for a deep 3. That's hard off the back iron. There's Gehrig on a strong backside rebound. 1 minute to go in the game. Kiver comes front court. They'll pressure everywhere on the floor. They'll get it to the high post to Garrick. Over in the corner to Jace. He'll fake a three. They'll come back around to Kiver. Get it in the high post again to Garrick. Now back over to Olsen. Get it on the baseline to Barfus. Back up top Kiver. 18 on the shot clock. Use it all. Now Coach Hunt wants a foul. Bears moving around nicely. Bridger takes a three, and he makes it! Bridger Barfus puts the dagger in the Trojans.
Can't forget about him. Can't forget about him.
Here's a drive by Saunders down the baseline, floats it off the glass. That's missed, and this baby's all but over. 25 seconds to go. Bears on the rebound. They'll get it back down court, and they'll reach in and foul Gehrig. And a strong finish is going to put this game away as the Bears made big plays in the final minute and a half when they needed it most.
I mean, yeah, nothing, going into the last 2 minutes, Morgan has all this momentum. And the Bears, credit to the Bears, I mean, they find ways to win. And that's what you have to do. It doesn't matter if Morgan is a 3-8 team struggling with a bad record this year. It doesn't matter. You have to find ways to win. And this Bears team right now, they're finding ways to win. I mean, they did last week, and they are here tonight. So credit to the Bears for making big plays down the stretch and overcoming the adversity.
Marble makes both free throws. Back the other way, AC takes a deep three. That's missed off the rim. Bears rebound. We're down to under 10 seconds to go in this game. Kiver will dribble out the clock. And that's going to wrap this thing up. Morgan played a gritty game. They had two of their best players play their best game tonight, and the Bears were able to withstand it. They're going to win it by 13, 62-49 over Morgan. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the Gem Electric postgame show, and we'll have Dax award our McDonald's Player of the Game.
For the Bear River Valley for over 40 years, Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
During the holidays, many times we forget to say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church? Or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City. This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Welcome back, Bears fans. Bears pick up the 13-point victory over the Trojans tonight, 62-49. Tonight's post-game show sponsored by Gem Electric. If you need electrical wiring for a new construction or a remodel, call John Miller at Gem Electric. Rest easy with Gem Electric. John Miller is a licensed and insured, professionally trained electrician. Call 257-7113. Dax, good win for the Bears tonight. Any win is a good one, but especially on the road in a game that could have been a trap game.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if you don't come out ready to play this game the way that AC and Saunders played for Morgan, you probably end up getting beat tonight. But the Bears, with their senior leadership, really two of their stars came to play in Kiver Jensen and Garrick Marble, and ultimately put a stop to the run and come out with a 13-point victory. Some of the stats from tonight's game, Garrick Marble finishes for the leading scorer for the Bears at 16 points. Kyver Jensen throws in 15. Owen Olsen with the big first half ended with 10. 8 for Bridger Barfus. We mentioned how he had 0 at halftime, but was a really integral part of the game, and then comes out and gives you 8 points. I believe all of those came in the third quarter. 1 big 3 in the fourth. 7 points for Jace Roberts, and then 2 apiece for Braden Ritter and Mason Sorensen. So all that being said, Dax, who do you have for tonight's McDonald's player of the game?
Well, man, you know, it's hard because, you know, Garrick has such a monumental, but, you know, he played like an absolute stud in the first half. And so if you ended the first half, you want to give it to Garrick, but then you have Kyver comes away with probably 2 or 3 steals that were huge down the stretch, ended up being huge difference makers. He scores, gets to the basket, facilitates, finds all his guys. And I mean, you know, just with everything that happened in the second half, as tight as it was, I mean, of course the score wasn't tight the whole entire time, but if you go back and look at a box score and see, okay, in the third quarter they scored this much, fourth they scored this much, it was close the whole entire second half. So honestly, I'm going to have to give it to Kyver. I mean, down the stretch, he made the biggest plays. Kudos to Bridger Barfus. Keep shooting in the second half. Again, he's a great shooter. You never want to see a great shooter stop shooting, and he didn't. Comes out, shoots the Steph Curry 3 in that second half, knocks that down, gets himself going, finds his teammates, and then there at the end of the game, puts it away with that one in the corner. And so you know, down the stretch, Kyver made the biggest difference. He's my McDonald's player of the game. But again, going back, Garrick made a huge difference in the first half, put it out ahead where it needed to be for them to win this game. And, you know, Bridger makes a huge difference. Jason makes a huge difference. Owen makes a huge difference. Again, we talk about it every single game. This Bears team is scary because so many guys can come in and contribute so much. There's a perfect example of it again tonight. I mean, great win. Of course, you want to see it a little bit further, them a little bit further ahead in the score column. But you know what? You can't get it. Can't get that every single night. And take what we can get, a 13-point win, whatever it was. You know, good win coming into Morgan. I think that's Coach Shaw's first time winning at Morgan in his Bear River career. So, no, great win for the Bears, and no, a lot of great takeaways.
Congratulations to Kyver Jensen. He gets the McDonald's player of the game. The Bears are going to move to 8-1 on the young season. Well, I guess we're not so young anymore. We're getting about halfway there. The Bears have won 8 games in a row after their opening game defeat at Bonneville by 2. Other than that, they've won every game since. Morgan's going to drop to 2-7 on the season, but for this Morgan team, Dax, they've got 2 young players in AC and Saunders that are going to be a monster to deal with in the next couple of years. So the future is bright for this Morgan team. Our next broadcast, I believe we've got Coach Shaw over here. He's going to be joining us in just a second. So let's go over our next broadcast, which is going to be at Box Elder. So we go from an old rivalry game here with Morgan to the rivalry game next week at Box Elder. It will be 7 o'clock on the 20th. What night's that, a Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a Wednesday.
Wednesday night the 20th at Box Elder, 7 o'clock. We'll try and go on the air 15 minutes before tip time. And that should be a fun one as always. And then we just have 2 more non-region games at Weber and home against Grantsville.
Actually, I think the Grantsville game, it is going to be played on a Saturday now. There was a scheduling conflict for the Friday, and so they were thinking we might have to go to Grantsville, but no, they changed it, so.
Gotcha.
It'll be at home Saturday.
So 3 non-region games left at Box Elder next week, 7 o'clock, and then at Weber a week later, and then the game against Grantsville. Coach Shaw's just finishing up with Bear River Live, and we will get him on the broadcast. We'll take one short break and be back with Coach Shaw on 104.9 The Ranch.
Highway is so darn busy, it's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around, and it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Hey, Bear fans. Whether it's before or after the basketball game, make sure to stop into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
IFA is a locally owned farm and ranch cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need or at ifacountrystores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
Welcome back, Bears fans. We've got Coach Shaw joining us now on the Gem Electric postgame show. Coach, this one almost felt like a good game to prep for region. This was just a gritty game. Morgan had a couple of guys that came to play tonight and really put the pressure on you guys defensively, and ultimately you guys were able to do enough and make big plays down the stretch when it mattered most.
Yeah, no, that was another really good team with some really good shooters, and you know, the two, Saunders and AC in particular, you gotta have a hand up. It's, you know, real similar to a couple teams we've already played in, like Desert Hills and Pineview, for example. That second your hands go down, they see the rim, that's an open shot for them. You'd be within 1 foot or 3 feet, it doesn't matter. If they see the rim, it's a good shot. And so there were stretches there, the hands kind of came down and they hit some shots, but then we kind of buckled down, disciplined ourselves, put our hands up, and were able to keep those two at bay. And I think the important thing in a couple of these games, this one in particular, is, man, their best players are going to go score the ball. That's just the way basketball is played, and you know, you got to make sure someone else doesn't show up and beat you. And I thought we did a really good job all the way around, knowing, hey, these two can hit shots, and yeah, we didn't let anyone else come out and beat us. They had a few buckets here and there, but ultimately, I mean, you hold a really good basketball team under 50. That's a great defensive night.
Coach, I thought this was a good opportunity for you guys to show your mental toughness in a game where the officiating was called tight, and oftentimes it seems like it didn't go your guys' way, but I thought you guys held your composure in those moments. No one lost their cool and ultimately stayed with it. And then down the stretch, Bridger Barfus hits a big three, couple of big steals, easy transition layups, and next thing you know, you're back up by 13.
Yeah, you know, one thing that we talked about before the game was just being tough, and not just physically, just mentally, and that was not just the players, the coaches as well, knowing, hey, you're a Morgan, things are tough, you know, crowd's going to get after you, it's going to be loud, there's going to be some calls that don't go your way. I actually thought the officials did a great job tonight on both sides. I thought the calls they called, they made on both sides. Yeah. I really respected that, but yeah, they were kind of calling some touchy ones a little bit there that I would say in games past would be enough for us to kind of get frustrated and kind of fight ourselves a little bit. But the kids were tough. They were tough tonight. I thought they didn't let. There was a couple times that, you know, we're leaving this game with 3 timeouts. There was a couple times that I'm like, hey, this is the moment where Bear River teams in the past have kind of lost their cool or got frustrated. We got to call a timeout and calm them down. And the kids just, they had a way of communicating with each other, calming each other down, settling each other down, and pushing through those moments. And I was really proud of them for that. I thought that was really mature. I thought it was a mature game these kids played tonight.
Yeah, and again, another balanced effort. Garrick Marble and Kyver Jensen have big games offensively, but we talked about how Bridger Barfus didn't score in the first half, but it felt like he was a part of every possession of the game, and then comes out and has a big scoring second half. What does it say about him that he can be maybe not so involved in putting the ball in the basket, but then just go on spurts where it's because it seems like he's in the game. He's never, there's never a lull with him.
No, I mean, you're hitting on it perfectly. I love the way he's played this year. I would just use the word patience with his game. He's he knows if he just keeps moving and moving and moving, going after rebounds, running the floor, that things are going to open up for him. And hit some big threes there. That one at the end of the shot clock from about the volleyball line, like that was big. And then, that last one in the corner, I think we were up 9. And, when you're up 9 against a team that shoots the 3 ball as well as these guys do, that's not very much. And so that 3 in the corner there at the end was kind of the dagger. And I just thought he worked his butt off on defense. There was one play that I had to sit him out, talk to him about, and we just got him a drink, got him right back out there. He fixed it, and he's been excellent this year. He's been consistent. Like I said, he's been real patient. He hasn't tried to go out there and push 30. He gets himself his 10 to 18, 20 a night, and the game kind of comes to him, and I'm really proud of the way he's playing.
Well, there is going to be one game, Coach, where he probably does put up 30, and I want to be at that one because that'll be a fun one.
Yeah, and it will come, and and he's the kind of kid right now that he'll do that on 10 shots.
Yeah.
30 points on 10 shots, which not a lot of kids can do. And it's coming. It's going to happen. I love the way he's playing ball right now.
Coach, 8 wins in a row. Congratulations. We got 3 more before region starts, so let's keep it rolling.
Absolutely. Let's get one more.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Shaw on the Gem Electric postgame show. We're going to wrap it up with that one. Again, our next broadcast is at Box Elder next Wednesday, 7 o'clock tip time. Dax, thanks for joining me on the broadcast.
Thanks for having me. And this might be kind of selfish, but Josh, I hope you have work on Wednesday so that I can be at the game and be on the call. But you know what? It'll work out how it works out. And go Bears.
You've been listening to Bear River Bears basketball. They pick up the 13-point win, 62-49 over Morgan. We'll see you next Wednesday.
This Bear River Bears broadcast has been a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Cast-A-Lite, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Store, Riverside Corner Sinclair, Spike Power Sports, Hanson Motors, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.